in the Ontario Hockey League. Ian Micheloni gets his first backup as a Windsor Spitfire, coming over earlier in the season from the Flint Firebirds. And right there in the middle of the ice, new Spitfire Shane Wright wins the draw. We are underway. Spitfires come with a full arsenal right off the top. Michael Renwick, Jacob Holmes, Harrison, Maggio, and Wright to start things off. Harrison snaps one here near side, gets back to the point, kept in there by Renwick. Now we'll come back out to center. Sapple Valley, who wasn't in the lineup last week, was just returning from the World Juniors, representing Czechia. He is on the ice now. Well, he was on the ice. He goes off for an early change.
I'm impressed you know Czechia.
Czechia.
It's still hard for me to say Czechia. I want to say Chechnya, which of course would be a bad thing to say for Czechia.
Right, that pass in behind him. I've been practicing that all day. I was ready for it. Czechia. 45 seconds in. Spitfires behind their net. It's going to be Sobolev. Legs at this.
He's the kind of guy you want to play with. Does all things kind of well and looks after the guys too. So any new Saginaw players will be wise to talk to this guy about how things work.
Saginaw off the draw, and it's going to be Sema to skate through center, chip it back out. Mancini takes it on the backhand. There's Shane Wright. We'll watch him. Big walk-up crowd here tonight at the WFCU Center to see the new acquisition, and that's going to be an icing. Saginaw will be unable to make a change, to complete a change. They're in the midst of making one, so face-off will come back, and it looks like it's going to be on the right. No, they're going to go to the left side. Tristan Lennox.
Which suits the right-handed Shane Wright on the face-off circle here, so we'll see this line, what they can early look of this line and how they're going to play together.
Great shot off the end wall, grabbed by Maggio, back to Renwick. Renwick scoring on Sunday, looking for another one, gloved in front by Lennox. May have been going wide.
It has the makings of a great, one of the quality junior lines you'll get to see this season, with Wright being the conscientious kind of two-way center, great face-off guy. He recognized that opportunity to close him out. Smart defensive play by the offensive defenseman.
Come right back with his top line. Misa out to Locust. Quick little drop for Hunter Haight. Haight buzzes back in. His shot gloved easily by Costanzo. Both teams pepper the goalies early. Not tough shots, but they're certainly being forced to make some saves.
And good movement offensively by Saginaw. We saw the rotations earlier with Mangoni and Perrick rolling off the top, and some of the high cycles that are difficult for wingers to defend.
Another clean draw win by Wright. And that's going to come off the end wall right back to the blue paint, so Joey Costanzo will hold on. Matt Anishka still under the weather, so not even dressed tonight. Ian Micheloni, who's been playing with LaSalle, is at the end of the Spitfire bench tonight, originally a Flint draft pick. Draw one again. Maggio trying to get a step on his man. Mancini cuts him off. Maggio looking for a call. Go now up along the wall. Maggio trying to bust it loose, and now Wright does. Cycles it back for Harrison. Poked up the wall. Wright cycles it back down low. Harrison's going to come away with it. Bang a pass back to Renwick. He changes direction. Loses Misa. Renwick steps in. Misa trying to track him down. And the Spitfires almost had a rebound shot. Wright feeds the middle. Harrison couldn't get that to the blade of the stick. And now look.
It will come out with Maggio to kill.
Wright watches his man high on the forecheck. Smith now buzzes up the wall. Willis gets it just over the line. Jacob Holmes, the Dallas draft pick, was the first of the Bill Bowler trade extravaganza. Picked up from Sudbury, the former captain there, and then Harrison, the Niagara deal, and then to cap it off on Monday night. The internet was buzzing. People were talking. Is Wright coming to Windsor? And yes, it all came together late in the evening. Shane Wright will join us later in the broadcast, as will Bill Bowler, coming up in our first intermission. So we'll get a full recap of how that all went down. That puck gets up and out of play. And it's a little bit 3:38 left in the penalty.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to...
There's a chance for the Spitfires to break it up, and they will. And they'll kill off the 5-minute major. Locust through center. Now the brains are working.
Yes.
Well, the hamsters are engaged to the wheel.
And in the middle of that, we had Hold on. Played here, defenseman.
Sean Day.
Sean Day, yep. So that's the 5, right?
Chance for the Spitfires. Maggio right side, trying to feed Harrison. Comes along in front. Score! Spitfires take flight first. Big penalty kill. And then they get the opener. Brett Harrison for the Spitfires. Give him 18 on the season.
It's a nice little passing play here. Watch Maggio, a little toe drag into space. Goes under Harrison's stick there, but he's ready for it back.
And again. Wright's been good in the dot.
Just a little out of the reach of Cristoforo. He couldn't handle that one.
Smith moves it with the glove up the wing from Misa to Locust. Gets it back here on the left side. Misa. Watched by Cristoforo. Misa turns back. He'll feed it to the middle. Now Perrick just keeps it into the zone. It's Haight in the corner. Spitfires top line on the ice now, right down low along with Cristoforo. Banks a pass back for Smith, takes it to the backhand, snaps it over to Perrick to the middle. It's Haight, high slot. Broken up by the Spits, and now Misa will find it. Misa watched by Cristoforo, pair of rookies there. Locust cut off by Denizio, and now it's Harrison. Goal scorer for the Spitfires on the wing for Maggio. He'll drop for Wright just out of his reach. Perrick broke it up. Spitfires chop away at it. Jarred it loose there, but the Spirit will move it along.
Harrison, Maggio, Denizio on the blue line.
Christopoulos up on the wing.
Okay, yes.
As they just did a thank you here to congratulations rather, to those that participated in the World Junior Championship. There's 4 of them in the game. Christopoulos front of the net. And the Spirit will clear. Andrew Oak, backup goaltender for Team USA. Matthias Sapovaliu for Czechia. Of course, Shane Wright for the champion Canadians, and Denizio at the puck right there, played for the Swiss. And did the gritty. Now a chance. Maggio up the gut. Scores! Taking advantage of the defenseman falling down. Spitfires power play goal.
Little play in the middle of the ice. It's a drop pass on the breakout. Maggio's got his head up, and he noticed Smith falling as he's coming through the neutral zone. And separation, speed, and a good wrister blocker side. Smith falling down, so it'll be Maggio from Wright and Denizio for a 2-0 Spitfire lead.
If that
Sanopian was in good position to take the pass off the wall and get his feet moving through the middle of the ice. It was a good recovery by the Saginaw D to poke that puck free, put everybody offside.
Haight right on the face-off. Haight wins it up the wall. Locust bump there, and it comes inside the line for the Spitfires. DeAngelis up the middle. He's going to drive wide as they stand up across the blue line. Lennox out to play it. Moves it backhand, comes around. Sobolev trying to get there, and he's going to lay the body on his man. Locust goes down. Separated the man for the puck. Misa feathers one towards the goal. Mancini down low. He's going to rim it around. Misa waits. 10 seconds to go. Misa down the wall, broken up by Maggio. His pass far side. And that should get us to the horn here. And a successful Spitfire first period. Goals from Harrison, Maggio, and a couple of assists for Denizio, and Shane Wright also assist in the first. January 14th, 7 o'clock puck drop. Spitfires and the Spirit playing the 3rd time in the last 4 nights for the Spits before they head off to London on Sunday. Spitfires 2-0, and the second period underway here at the WFCU Center. Shane Wright back in over the line, right top of the circle, tries to move towards the goal, had that puck caught up in the skates of Smith, and just got a shot in on Lennox. Easy save there by the goaltender.
So what'd you learn?
Never to trust Bill Boland.
Never to.
He said, he goes, you got to learn not to trust me.
Is that right?
He said last Friday.
He's got a good poker face?
Yeah, after the Niagara trade, and he's like, yeah, I think we're done. He said it in the media. So it wasn't just to me. I ran into him in Sarnia. He was at the game in Sarnia, and he said, yeah, I think we're done. And he said, yeah, we were never out. It's been about 5 months of talking with Shane and his people, and if it were ever to happen, we'd be interested. And then obviously, as you know, things started to point that way, and then the Windsor Spitfires started to show their hand.
It's funny because I knew that Well, I know the relationship between Cam Stewart, his agent.
There's a chance for Wright, just ripping it over top of the glove.
And Billy, they go way back.
Yes.
Right? So, and I said, is that something he'd be willing to do? And we talked about it months ago, but he didn't lead on anything to me either. Just that there's a friendship between the agent. He knows some people in Toronto being from the area, his dad being in the arena still. And there's that last look there. Look at this wrister there.
4 minutes gone in the second. Millette from Green Tree. In the second stanza. Maggio through a crowd. He gets it over the line. He'll settle down. Wanted to feed it across for Harrison. In on that puck, DeAngelo's now far side. Harrison trying to get right on the near post. Harrison, half wall, sends it to the front of the net. Maggio got a stick on it. Right now settles it down, feeds back to the point. Sobolev on the backhand, just gets one through, wide of the net. Here comes the crowd. They're getting into it now. DeAngelis towards the front, knocked down by Maggio. Sobolev couldn't keep it in. Isa, right side. Lone man rush. Spitz gather around, turning, firing. That goes wide of the net. Angelo's trying to skate away from the pressure. Misa will get a piece of them. Fans wanted a call. Nothing coming. It's 3 for the Spirit. It's 4 for the Spirit. Costanzo off the end wall. Gets through. It's to the line. They'll poke it in. That sat right there until Dean Locust could get a stick on it. And the fans don't like the non-call. Well, it's going to go as they left it on the ice. That one just got through Costanzo.
3-on-1 here. Comes off the end wall, just squirts through the feet, and nobody sees it. Sobolev is blocked out by Costanzo. He can't see it laying in the crease. The referee can. And finally, it's Locust. The puck laying about 6 inches from the goal line. He stuffs it in to get Saginaw on the board. Off the end wall, in through the feet. Costanzo thinks.
Aiden Castle, the only new addition to the lineup without a point yet, but he's had his opportunities. Our first rounder was an Oshawa first rounder. Here's Hill at center with Moore and Perrick. Can't get much further. Spitfires bank it out to center. Harrison couldn't get there in time. Sobolev a couple whacks at it. Now he'll take it on the backhand. Back for DeAngelis. Sobolev waiting. He wants to move it, and he will, but that's going to go all the way down to Lennox. Making Moore back the other way. Sobolev was trying to tabletop right at the line. Loses the bucket, has to get it back on before he can continue, and he's going to have to go to the bench immediately. And he will. Spitfires will get a defenseman on. That's Jacob Holmes. DeAngelis. Watched by Hill quickly. There you see that helmet by his skates there. They'll get it up. Here's side blue line. Harrison backhands it down the wall. Mancini out. Holmes back inside his own blue line. Wright turns the corner, back up the middle. Here's Shane Wright trying to bust by his man. He'll still get a shot off. That was blocked, just went wide. Back in over the line. Here's a chance for Maggio. He's going to get to it. Trying to sneak one through the pads, and Lennox got him closed just in time. That went off a couple of legs before Maggio just took off Maggio style. Got that speed boost. There's a chance in front. More. Stopped by Costanzo. Rebound comes around. And now right back into his own zone. The outlet for Maggio. Maggio's going to feed. Cristoforo's going to jump up into the play. He'll gain the line with Castle. Caught up in the feet. Castle now down the wall. Gets tripped up. Misa delaying. Come back in over the line. Misa the drop pass. Comes to Haight. Now they move it quickly to Smith. Saginaw got something going here. Perrick with the shot right on. Kicked away right pad Costanzo. Misa behind the nets. Shuffles away from the check all the way back to Smith, the captain. He'll move it to the middle. Wanted to get to Savard, who was sneaking in. Spitfires defenseman Cristoforo lost the stick. Gets it right back. Here's Haight. Back for Smith. That doesn't get into the crease. Spitfires block it before it gets there, but the Spirit control. Hemmed in here by Saginaw. Puck comes all the way out to Locust. He'll reach for the glove side. The Spitfires let him shoot. He got it wide. 6.5 to go in the second. Wright looking for a line change there. Theo Hill out to center. Spitfires move it to the wing. Greentree. Far side for Christopoulos, in for Shane Wright. Wright tries to lean on his man. Couldn't find it on the other side of James Go. He'll cut off before he can gain the line. It's Denizio. Long pass on the wing for Wright. Wright moves it to the middle. Shot right falling, and it goes wide of the net. Cristoforo was there. Right behind now is poking at it. Go gets into the corner. Here's Maggio. Harrison in front of the net. He's got 2 on the night. Now he's got it high slot. Moves it for Denizio. Denizio looking for the net. He had eyes up top there. Pass. Pierre did touch. Go just inside his line now. Here's Holmes. Skates away from Misa. Up the wing for Castle. Castle left side. Wright goes to the net. Here's Castle to the backhand. Trying to get it back to Wright. He was tangled up. Far side pass for Locust. The goal scorer for Saginaw here. Second period. He takes a bump in behind the net. It's Jodwin. James Jodwin. Moves it to Castle. Settles it down for DeAngelis. DeAngelis off his stick. Finds Jodwin. Jodwin can't get a shot off. Tangled up there. But does manage to find it again as he gets back to his skates. Now DeAngelis down with a couple of bowling pins. And it's Mangoni with Willis back the other way. Sobolev, the low man back. Here's Willis. Scores! Is the OHL tonight on your TV, brought to you by St. Clair College. The Spitfires a 5-2 lead over the Saginaw Spirit. Big crowd here tonight, and one of the reasons is because of Shane Wright, who is in lineup for the Spitfires. The big trade deadline acquisition. First of all, Shane, welcome to Windsor. How nice is it to finally have things settled, know where you're going to be here for the next couple of months?
Yeah, it feels great. Obviously, real nice being here in Windsor. Really happy with the situation here and the team here. The management as well and the fans as well have been great. So really happy being here. Really excited about being in Windsor.
This process has obviously been a long one, starting the year in the NHL, the AHL, the World Juniors, and now here in Windsor. As it came to the decision of you coming back to the Ontario Hockey League, who did you hear from on the Windsor Spitfires, player-wise, to reach out and try to sell you on this team?
Yeah, GM Bill Bowler, and head coach Savard, had a great talk with both of them. Just kind of explain the organization, explain the development process, and where they see me fit in the lineup and fit in the team, and how they see me developing as a player. And really love the whole situation here in Windsor. The team as well, really talented team. Really want to hope win a championship here in Windsor, and also develop into hopefully an NHL player next year.
There's some fellow players that you've played with. Alex Christopoulos, which as we're talking to you, we're going to throw it up on screen here. A former Don Mills Flyer teammate. I know you and Oliver Pierre from the Burlington area. Is there any other connections with players that you've grown up playing with or know from your past?
Yeah, a couple guys. I played U18s with Brett Harrison last May, and Jacob Holmes as well. I played Team Ontario with, and just a couple of guys on the team. I know from the past, and it's nice having those relationships here coming to a new team, new situation.
World Junior gold medal last week. How was the celebration and the party in Halifax?
Yeah, pretty fun. Obviously, unbelievable moment. It's a really special moment winning that gold medal, especially in front of that home crowd. Halifax was cheering us on all tournament long, and super loud, lots of support from them, and obviously amazing feeling, and pretty special moment for sure.
Shane, congratulations. I'm sure we'll talk again at some point, and again, welcome to Windsor.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Shane Wright, deadline acquisition by GM Bill Bowler, who we heard from back in that first intermission. Shane's got an assist in this one and a couple of opportunities to get his first as a Spitfire. 5-2 was the score. Next game, both teams will be playing the back half of the home and home. That will be in Saginaw, and that comes up on Saturday, and you'll see that on your TV. Renwick ahead for Maggio. Maggio back in over the line. Can't get much further than that. Big crowd here. Very vocal as Willis shoots one wide on Costanzo. Sample Valley back in behind the net. Moves it along for Mangoni. Mangoni had an assist on the Willis goal. About 37 seconds left of the second. Give the Spirit some hope in this one. Down 3. Maggio missing the pass from Harrison. That puck's going to come all the way around. Harrison a pair of goals. Maggio's got a goal. Wright's got an assist here, this top line for the Spitfires.
Dionisio's got 3 assists in the game. Renwick's got 3 shots. Willis has got 3 shots. And Sapovalov, leaders in that category. Gervais, 4 or 5 local boy in the face-off circle for Saginaw. Millette, 9 of 13, having a good night in the face-off circle.
A lift from Maggio. He's going to snap one to Harrison. Wright jumps up into the play. Harrison trying to work one through. Harrison gets it back. Right to the front of the net, trying to get Wright his first. He was tied up, but still managed to get a stick on it. Harrison in a good position there to get his hat trick marker. Trying to help Wright. There was Maggio. Back to Harrison. Bounces on it. Down DeAngelis. Moves it to Brett Harrison. Dorchester kid. Cycles it back down low. Wright hustles to the corner. Chops it along. Here's Sobolev, moves it back to the middle, dishes off for Wright, or rather Maggio. Maggio's going to move it right to the front of the net.
They're trying whatever they can to get this guy a goal. That's a shot Maggio takes 9 out of 10 times.
DeAngelis gets it to the blue line. Haight knocks it down. He's going to buzz it now right in front, and they'll score. Wright, Harrison, Maggio, top line for the Spitfires. Wright wins another one. Maggio's going to grab a gear, go around the corner. Now in over the line. Wright goes to the net. Maggio flutters one off a stick. Wright watches that bounce to the end wall. Onto the wing, Locust trying to get it back to the middle. Wright pokes it away, and they can't keep it in. So I didn't catch that, but I believe Spellacy got a 5-minute for fighting. Is that right?
I think it's probably offsetting. It was just a matter of the instigator, so made it up here yet.
Harrison to the far side, chops Haight. Just to shake the hand out. It's good to go. Moves it along for Gioni. Herrick can't get to it. Spitfire will get the assist. We'll get the official call here, but they're within one now. Spitfires were cruising through 2. Saginaw scored with 37 seconds left, and then they've added 2 here in the first 5.5 of the third. We got ourselves a game again. Right off the crossbar. Quick shot right. Renwick trying to slip one through the legs of Willis, and the spear come back out. Willis, goal scorer in the second, takes a hit, get the puck in. That was that shot from Shane Wright, and he's going to push it up ice now. Overskates it. That's an offside. They'll check back up. Saginaw with time. 6 minutes gone to the third. Pass out of the reach of Sapo Valley. Face off to the left of the New York Islanders draft pick.
Spellacy for charging. Mitchell Smith, for instigator, and that's the 2 penalties offsetting. 5 for fighting, 1 instigator, 1 charge.
Harrison taking the draw. Wins it back, and now Maggio in the corner. This line had some good chances earlier in the third as Maggio manhandled, and that's going to be a penalty. And the call comes from Ryan Jenkin out neutral ice. And Maggio helped it along. He scored the power play goal back in the first, and they'll go back to work here.
There's an opportunity for this newly formed Spitfire power play to capitalize. They've allowed Saginaw back in the game. Shots are pretty even here. Here's Mancini just wrapping up. See, Maggio's got a hold of his stick with his right arm. Mancini's trying to get it out and throw him to the ice, and it's called for holding.
Tedizio works it down the wing. Power play here for the Spitfires. They're 1 for 1. Harrison behind the net. He's going to bank one out to Maggio. Maggio back down the wing for Harrison. Harrison below the circles. Christopoulos sets up in front, tries to poke away at it. Forgione just finds a lane and down the ice. Tedizio with Wright and Maggio curling in behind him. Here's Shane Wright, Seattle draft pick, 4th overall in the NHL draft of 2022. Cross ice feed broken up by Hill. Tedizio can't keep it in, and now buzzing down the ice is Hunter Haight. Haight's going to cut towards the net, and he just shot it over top. Kid can fly. Spitfire's got to be careful with him shorthanded. Now Harrison, 2 on the night. He tries to gain the line, and he does. Stick handles into the corner. It'll be go to send it around, and Maggio settles it at the line. Back for Christopoulos. Christopoulos leaves for Maggio. Maggio from the hash marks. Gets it back to Denisio right here on the near point. Has to gather it up off the wall. Sends it back for Denisio. Denizio goes for a skate right down low. Denizio to the middle and nobody home back at the line. Savard's got the goal to make it 5-4 and he'll dump it in. Denizio, 3 assists to Cristoforo. Managed to get it to Shane Wright, who takes a stick away from Hill. And now Maggio on the right side. Rolling puck. Mancini closes on him quickly to the middle. And puck gets by Wright into the far corner. Sapple-Valiv. Nice Sapple-Valiv out to center. He'll lift it in. It's going to bounce wide to Costanzo. Puck caught up with the feet of Denizio, who's got 3 assists in this one. 2 assists in his Spitz home debut on Sunday. 5 points now. Maggio's got a lane. Matthew Maggio couldn't settle it down. He just lost the handle, and Forgione with the pressure. Wright gets a piece of it to the front of the net. Maggio couldn't settle it down. Now trying to get it to Harrison. Broken up here by Willis. Willis pushes it back the other way. He lifts it past the defenseman. DeAngelis and Sobolev back behind the net. Left there, and it's going to be gathered up by Mangoni. Spitfires send it to Forgione. That goes off the crossbar. Puck first. No help, though, in deep. So that's Harrison who was in after that puck. Maggio makes a little move to get into space. Here's Maggio on the backhand. He's looking to Denizio, who snuck in that over top of the crossbar. Forgione's clearing attempt. Knocked down by the Spitfires. Here's Maggio along with Harrison. Wright sets up in front of the net. Back to Maggio. He's got a puck to skate into and kicked away from Lennox. Cristoforo's shot blocked by Mangoni. Maggio to the middle. Harrison was cocked and ready, but good work by Mangoni to get a stick on it. And the Saginaw Spirit do a good job of getting a line change in, as they were out there pinned in for a bit. 3:20 to go now. Puck gets by Denizio. It's Cristoforo's got to hustle to it. Misa goes to the front of the net. Cristoforo, high stick. Right in the chops. That comes from Hunter Haight. High of this one. Full house here. Spitfires are back home next Thursday. A couple games this weekend. In Saginaw Saturday. In London on Sunday. That should be a fun one.
Yes.
Erie's next Thursday. And then they take the northern swing. Barrie and Oshawa on the weekend. Then the next week is North Bay, Sudbury, and the Sioux. And we're not back after next week until the beginning of February.
Okay. Well, I was getting sick of you anyway, so.
Just came off the Christmas break. We could use a breather.
Just kidding, folks. Hey, where would I rather be?
Well, this has been an entertaining game. Spitfires, early lead, 2-0. Of course, the buzz in the crowd with the new acquisitions. But Saginaw, and Joey Willis said it back in the first. So you know what? We know what's going on. We know the buzz in the crowd, and we're probably playing a little too shy. And they have played well.
This period, for sure.
Draw one back to the wall. Near side, Harrison, and a toe save made by Lennox.
Good try. It's a design play off the face-off. A little distraction at the top. Right to Harrison.
Here's Wright. Long pass to Christopoulos. Gains the line, checks his shoulder, takes a hit, holds on to the puck, back to Wright. Wright going to dish it back for Denizio, back to Wright. Now they're set up. Right to the middle. Christopoulos just misses. Puck comes out to Maggio. Cross the graining. Puck never made it to Wright. Poke back. Denizio takes it on the backhand, moves it to the middle. Far side for Maggio. Christopoulos high slot. Denizio with it now is going to dish off to Wright. Wright moves it down low. Harrison wants to go against the grain and looking for Maggio across the crease. And that gets to Denizio. He jumps to make that play and knocks down Sapple-Valiv, who has to shake out the cobwebs. And that puck just goes nowhere as Saginaw Spirit able to get it out, but this puck going to come all the way to Wright. Near side. Line change happening. Confusion all around. Christopoulos almost got one over the glove. Locust chops it to the line, and that's going to get by, and off to the races is Hill. And Wright does a good job coming back. Minute 50 to go. Saginaw down by 1. They're killing off a penalty. Renwick closes on his man. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. The second unit will come out. Denizio gets to the puck first, but good pressure by Locust, and he's going to get that puck now. He'll kill some more time, but Renwick will.
So reason to feel good, and after the penalty's over, they get the most important goal at 6-4. I'm sure The goaltender is out.
So Lennox is at the end of the bench. The Spitfires have the top line on. Harrison, 2 goals on the evening. Wright still looking for his first. They've been trying to get him that, so we'll see what happens here. Harrison charges back to the point. Shot is blocked. He's going to get that to Wright. And why not? Shane Wright, empty net. The right stuff for the Spitfires. 7-4. What a way to end it. Spitfire debut.
Unselfish play by Brett Harrison. First of all, he gets in the shot lane, gets a piece of the point shot, blocks it, wins the stick battle, and throws it to space for Shane Wright. Beautiful play. And when you can skate like this, young man, nobody's going to catch you. And well done. They've been trying to get him a goal all night tonight, and that's the one he'll start his Spitfire career with.
You know what they say, another dub for the dub at the dub, and the Spitfires will win this one 7-4. For a couple of games on the roads this weekend, Joey Costanza now 7 starts in a row with a win as he makes 22 saves in the victory for the Spitfires. Being their charge up the Western Conference, the second-place Spits will play London this weekend. Another game in Saginaw as well. 7-4. We'll wrap it up. Your 3 stars coming up. It's the OHL Tonight on your TV, brought to you by St. Clair College.